At the player of the match with me from the first match between NMDC and Service Now. Malesh here, scoring a brilliant 118. A word on that innings from you, Malesh.
Yeah. So in the first half, the ball was coming onto the bat quite nicely, and there were few edges, and fortunately it didn't go to the fielders. So, and I was happy that the runs came out from my bat quite nicely, and yeah, I'm glad that I scored a century today.
Yeah, I think it's pretty modest of you to say that because I think there were a few very, very good strokes also within that innings. I think you hit a few big ones. And I think more than the sixes, it was the boundaries on the offside that you were hitting. You were hitting them very pure.
Yeah, so they were actually bowling in my scoring zone. So
yes.
I score most of my runs in the offside.
On the offside.
So yeah, they bowled and it came off quite nice.
Yeah, they were feeding you to your strength.
Yeah.
But it was good to watch. For me, the highlight of your innings was actually the running between the wickets, and I think you batted out there for the length of the innings, right? You were right there through the 20 overs. It was fantastic to watch the energy. So what's the secret? How do you manage to stay so active and alert through the 20 over mark?
In fact, my back was aching like something, so I couldn't run much. So, however, I had to, in the second half, I was not getting boundaries, so I had to take those, I have to run between the wickets and I have to score runs. So, I had to, be active, and I had to run between the wickets.
So this is the second victory for Service Now out of 4 games. What does the path ahead look like? What do you think your chances are?
Actually, we lost couple of matches where we should have won.
You lost to QUALCOMM, I think, by 10 runs.
Correct. Even last match, we should have won with Oracle. We should have won. They only scored like the 136 runs, and we had a decent we had a long batting, but unfortunately we were on the losing end. Yeah, but yeah, however we scored, we won a couple of matches, and we have a good run rate. So yeah, we were looking forward to the knockout matches.
Yeah, I think fantastic run rate today. You won by over 150 runs, so that will do a lot of good to you on the scoring rate. Any learnings, anything else that you'll take back from this game?
We batted well and we bowled really well. So yeah, in both the department we did quite well. So yeah, we take both the learnings.
All right. Last question. A word on the organizing. How are you liking the tournament?
Yeah,
how are you liking the facilities?
Yeah, it's a very good tournament. Like like we always say, like all the cameras and the angles which we covered, and the pitches and the organizing quite good. We are very impressed with the organizing.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. That's music to my ears. Pleasure meeting you, sir, and I wish you the best for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. QUALCOMM versus Fugi Fighters. QUALCOMM have won the toss, chosen to bat. Interestingly, both teams in orange. Off the mark, played it towards point, run through for a quick single. 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 will take strike. Vignesh off strike with that stroke. Srikanth is bowling in, right arm over the wicket. FEUJI has won just one game. Try to hit that powerfully off the front foot. Almost going off the bottom of the bat towards the fielder at point. No runs. It's a good start from Fugi Fighters. Wide down the leg side and they run through for a single. So 2 runs added to the score. QUALCOMM on number 3 position on the points table. FEUJI on number 6, both having played 3 matches. QUALCOMM has won 2 of the game, FEUJI has just won 1. Vignesh, who's on strike right now, is their leading run scorer this tournament with 91 runs. The ball in hand, 𝗙𝗵𝗃𝗲 for FEUJI has been their best performer. 5 wickets in 3 games for 𝗙𝗵𝗃𝗲. Again, I think that was a wide down the leg side. Srikanth running in from right arm over the wicket. He's picked up 140 wickets in his 120 odd games so far. So he's an experienced performer for them. Vignesh again cuts it towards the point region. He runs through for a single, although there was some hesitation. The fielder not able to cut that one. Beautifully hit that time. There's a fielder in the deep. Credit to the bowler that he's bowling to his field. Just a single. The end of the first over. The score moves to 6 for the loss of no wickets. Second over begins with a firing delivery. Wonderfully bowled that. Right into the block hole by 𝗙𝗵𝗃𝗲. He said he's been their leading wicket taker so far this tournament with 5 wickets in 3 matches. He's bowling to 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃. 𝗃𝗵 scored 3,700 runs in his 150 games, and showing why with that beautiful stroke through the cover point region. Off the front foot, brilliantly driven. Just making sure that the width was utilized. See there, threw his arms on it, striking a brilliant boundary in the cover point region to get his innings going. Immediately, that brings up a change in field. The fielder moves to the cover point fence. The other fielder outside the circle is on the long on boundary. Once again, played in that area aerially, but just a single. Shiva. What a good shot that is. Wonderfully hit. He's picked the bones out of that ball. A great stroke that from Satyam Bora. 18 for none, 1.5 overs now. Satyam has scored 69 runs at a strike rate of 140. He's just played 2 innings for his team. Outside edge on that occasion. Maybe an educated outside edge. Maybe the batsman intended for the ball to go there. Doesn't matter. The end of the over. Just a single coming off that. The short third man fielder does the fielding. 2 overs bowled, 19 for none. Satyam batting on 12 of 7 and Vignesh batting on 3 of 4. Satyam, unfortunately for Satyam, he was not able to get his bat on it. Beaten. It was a ball that deserved to be hit, to be honest, because that was short and wide outside the off stump. On a length, just into the stumps, and Satyam defends it back to the bowler. This is lovely bowling from Srikanth. 2 dot balls to start off the 3rd over. Covers and cover point, 2 fielders outside, long off and cover point, sorry. Run through for a quick single towards mid-on, and that brings Vignesh back on strike. Vignesh Naga. Time played it towards covers. Vignesh not looking in great touch at the moment, so he needs to bide himself some time. The longer you bat, the easier it becomes for you. And the good news there is that that brings Satyam back on strike. 14 of 11. Goes for the big one, not timed well. Just manages to beat the bowler and get a single. bottom of the bat, almost a catching opportunity for the bowler. Srikanth made a good start to his spell. And there you go. That was short and down the leg. And Vignesh was waiting for that. Hit it beautifully past the fine leg fielder for a boundary. 26 for none now at the end of 3 overs. Third over, rather the fourth. After going for 13 in a first over, starts off with a dot ball on that occasion. Interesting fielders. Third man cover point, both outside the circle. So that obviously means that there are no fielders on the leg side, and that was too straight with that field. Gets dispatched for a boundary. Good looking stroke from Satyam, just rock back on the back foot and help the bowler on his way on the onside. 30 for none, 3.2 overs. So good start for QUALCOMM. Advanced down the pitch, took it just on the half volley, and a single towards the fielder at cover. Vignesh comes back on strike, 31 for none. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. Got him fishing outside the off stump on that occasion. Lucky for Vignesh that he got away with that without an edge. Landed on the right line, hit the right length. Bouncing and going away from the batter, Vignesh. And this time, once again, the moment he goes straighter, the batters get full license to go on the onside. With this field, he can't be bowling straight. Another boundary for Vignesh, square leg region. Change in field, square leg fielder goes back now. A third man fielder comes back towards what would be a conventional point. The field they have is cover point, point, gully, and a short third man. This time he goes big on the onside. Once again, this is poor bowling. It's bowling straight. The batsman capitalizing. Every time the ball has been bowled straight, the batsmen have managed to hit it on the onside and hit it for a few runs. So Vignesh there moving on to 16 of 9 balls. Satyam giving him company on 20 of 15. The end of the fourth over, the score for QUALCOMM moves to 39 for none. Fifth over about to get underway. Looks like the same bowler once again bangs it in on a length but into the stumps. The batsman taking toll. The mid-on was back. Square leg region was empty. And Satyam, who is in good nick now, puts that one away comfortably for another boundary. So Srikanth bowling his third over on the trot. Very rare that we see this in T20 cricket. Generally bowlers go for a 2-over spell. This time his captain asking him to go for a third. Same ball, same result. Wonderful batting this. Satyam is just waiting on the back foot for that ball. Srikanth seems to have lost his length a little bit. Sure, that will bring about a change in field after those two boundaries. Fielder from point moves across, goes towards square leg. With just a change in personnel, no change in the fielding positions as such. The two fielders that they have outside the 30-yard circle continue to be cover point and deep long on. Those are the two fielders patrolling the boundary. There's nobody on the leg side. Yeah, but that is changing now. So the fielder goes back towards the mid-wicket fence. So mid-wicket and deep cover point. Those are the two fielders in the deep. Beautifully played. Rushed through for a single. Wonderful cricket this from QUALCOMM. The fielder there could have done slightly better if he had collected it on the full. May have been a run-out opportunity. This was one of those touch-and-go instances where the batsman just started running the moment that he had played the ball. So decisive call, decisive batting from QUALCOMM. 48 for none, 4.3 overs. Wide down the leg side. The keeper did well to just get behind that. That was a difficult take. Though he didn't manage to collect that, but at least stop that, because otherwise that would have been 4 bonus runs to the batting team. Wonderfully bowled. Switch now, moving to around the wicket. So he's using the angle, wants to get the ball in the block hole from that angle. There's a danger with doing that though. He managed to go across, then that opens up the gap on the offside. He has a third man region, and if he managed to stray down the leg side, then the leg side boundary opens up as well. That's what happens there. Just a little bit too far outside the leg stump, and the umpire stretches his arms, calls it a wide. 50 up. 50 up early on in the inning for QUALCOMM. 50 up of just 4.4 overs. Wonderfully hit again towards the long on region. The fielder runs around, keeps it down to a single. Vignesh may have wanted to hit that a little squarer rather than straighter. Maybe just 2 or 3 yards to the right of that fielder, and may have been a boundary again. FEUJI need to find a way to come back and pick a wicket now. Again, that's well played. Running along with the stroke, making it difficult for the fielder to stop that. $52 for none at the end of 5 overs, 10.4 the current run rate. At the end of the first quarter of this innings, QUALCOMM will be the happier of the two sides with 52 on the board. Played towards the cover fielder, just a single. the air over the fielders at covers. Have it managed to carry all the way? Yes, it has. It didn't look to have been timed so well, but Vignesh is a powerful man. When he hits it, it stays hit, carries all the way over the boundary rope for a 6. Beautiful batting this. It's getting under the ball to get the elevation. And 𝗙𝗏 has been put to the sword early on by Vignesh. A 6 of just his second ball. Cut beyond the point fielder. The fielder in the deep was ball watching. Another boundary. A fantastic start this from QUALCOMM. 63 on the board already just in the 6th over. Vignesh batting on 27. Satyam batting on 31. Full choff on the leg stump. Lucky Azhar to get away with that. On another day that may have been put away to the boundary. Vignesh will be unhappy with that. So beautifully through the cover region. Wow, that travelled like a strafe bullet. Fantastic stroke from Satyam. Just put one foot down and hit through the line of the ball. Look at how he clears his front leg to hit that stroke. Just all hands. That had 𝗀𝗶𝗃𝗲 written all over it. Wonderful wrist work. Another one that's just driven to the fielder at mid-off. This time who collects. He has no opportunity to throw it down. Batsman had made his crease for the end of the 6th over. 69 for none. The good news for FEUJI is that the power play is up. The fielding restrictions are up along with that. So they will now be able to get 5 fielders outside the circle. QUALCOMM on the other hand will feel very relaxed. They've got on to a start. 69 of just 6 overs. Scoring at 11.5 runs an over. Seventh over about to begin. Avinash, ball in hand, right arm over the wicket. Starts off with a full toss that's hit straight back to Avinash, who drops it. That was hit powerfully, but that was very catchable. Only have himself to blame, having put that one down. On another day that would have stuck. Today, unfortunately, was not that day for Avinash. So Satyam gets another life. That brings Vignesh back on strike. Full toss. That's hit towards the square leg fielder, the deep, who does very well to run around and keep that down to a single. This is good fielding. Advances down the pitch, takes it on the full, but hits it just on the bounce to the fielder at long on. Another single. So this is good pressure cricket from both teams. Batsmen looking to be aggressive, but they've just managed 3 singles this over. Also that catching opportunity that went begging. Avinash bowls it well into the pitch on the stumps, and Vignesh can only defend it back to the bowler. I dare say something is brooding up. Wicket may just be around the corner if FEUJI are active enough to take it. Cut by Vignesh off the back foot towards the fielder in the deep. Just a single at cover point. Brings Satyam back on strike. Another half chance there that goes begging. I think that's Azhar in the field. He's not managed to hold on to that. Not sure if that carried to him. We'll take another look. I think it carried to him. Let's take another look at that in the replay. Wonderful pictures being brought to us. Almost carried there to Azhar. Maybe he could have moved a little quicker and got his arms under it. But nevertheless, the end of the over. A good over that. But if we come back to the action, Vignesh launches into Azhar and hits him over the cover region for another boundary. This is good batting from Vignesh, just clearing his front leg, going through the arc. $77 for none, 7.1 overs. The last over was a good tight one. They started this over with another boundary. Vignesh this time plays it towards cover point, sends the batsman back. It was a good call from Vignesh because that would have been tight. Sensible cricket. Definitely going down the leg on that occasion. Loud appeal from FEUJI, but I'm certain that that was going down the leg. You could almost see all 3 stumps and the ball hit the pad. So just a leg by, and a good comeback from Azhar. Wonderful fielding that from Azhar. Got his leg out, using his 5/10 to stop that. It can be dangerous sometimes. You can lose your ankle. But Azhar very confident in his own abilities, able to stop that with his foot. in the block hole again, just nudged in the gap towards the leg side. They run through for a single. So 79 for none, just the last ball of the over coming up. Dot ball to end the over from Mazhar. So 79 at the end of 8 overs. The last 2 overs have managed to bring back the scoring rate down. Avinash comes back to bowl his second over, bowled a wonderful over last time round, created 2 opportunities in that over. They're bowling to Satyam. Satyam batting on 39 of 27, Vignesh batting on 34 of 21. It's the kind of start that I think Qualcomm will be slightly happier with as compared to Fuji. Just about 10 runs and over. Inside edge, once again, Avinash is a little disappointed, but that's a very good result. Ever since he's come on, he's made things difficult for Qualcomm. Vignesh now facing. What a shot that is! Wow! That's gone to the moon. Wonderful stroke from Vignesh. Advances and launches into it. That ball was still rising once it cleared the boundary rope. Brilliant batting by Vignesh. See that? He launched into it, left nothing behind. Full Monty, as they say. Wow. 86 for none now. Vignesh moves into the 40s with that stroke. As expected, after that 6, the bowler was going to bowl it flat and short. That's exactly what he did, just a single to Vignesh towards long off. Satyam back on strike. It's interesting, this battle between Satyam and Avinash. Avinash seems to have the better one on Satyam. Outside half of the bat and it's taken! This is poor cricket from Satyam. He should have realized that Vignesh was batting so well against Avinash. Should have just managed a way to put Vignesh back on strike, but instead choosing to be aggressive and loses his wicket in the process. This great start from Qualcomm finally comes to an end. The partnership is broken. Satyam gone for 40 well-made runs of 29 balls. Caught by Srikanth. Bowled Avinash. Go for the big one, right of the first ball. It's in the air and the fielder at cover takes that catch. Dismissed of the first ball and Avinash now is on a hat-trick. Wow. How the game turns very quickly. 𝗏𝗏 is dismissed of the first ball. 𝗏𝗏 sent up as a hitter. He's a left-hander. They wanted him to disrupt. Unfortunately, loses his wicket on the very first ball. Avinash, wonderfully well bowled from him. Just kept it away from 𝗏𝗏, didn't allow him to get under it. And the fielder at covers ran behind it, settled under it, and took a good catch to dismiss 𝗏𝗏 of the first ball. Avinash now coming in for his hat-trick of the last ball of the over. 87 the score. Remember, 87 is considered as the unlucky score for Australians. 13 short of 100. Funny how cricket can be a superstitious game. But 2 wickets lost again for the score of 87. So 90 for 2 now of 9.2 overs. Fugi Fighters have made a huge comeback in this game with those 2 wickets of back-to-back balls from Avinash. Harshil bowling in. And Sarvesh just rotating the strike, bringing Vignesh back on strike. Wonderfully hit by Vignesh. Beat the fielder inside the cover region, but there is protection out in the deep. The fielder runs around, keeps it to a single. Beautiful batting again, just nudged it on the onside for a single towards deep mid wicket. Fielded in the air, over the fielder at the cover boundary. Wonderful batting this. Vignesh is looking really good, especially in that region. The covers and the extra cover region seems to be his favourite part of the ground. It's hit beautifully, just gets under it, lets his arms go, and gets the maximum again. Ten overs have been bowled, 99 for 2. Vignesh batting on 48 of 25. Sarvesh has just come out to the middle, 5 of 5. So it's a game that's poised on a nice edge. Both teams will be very happy with the score that they are at right now. QUALCOMM will feel like they've got to a good start. They have wickets in hand. FEUJI, on the other hand, will feel that they've managed to keep a lid on the scoring rate. 10 runs an over is not extremely high on this ground. So maybe QUALCOMM have the edge at the moment. But whether that edge translates into a big score for them or the FEUJI come back courtesy those 2 wickets that they've picked towards the end of the first 10 overs, we'll find out when we come back to action in the next 5 minutes. Good start to the over. 100 comes up with that stroke for QUALCOMM. 100 up in just the 11th over. So they'll be happy with that for sure. Money into the bowling attack now. From the highway end. Bowling right arm over. Bowling to Vignesh. Vignesh is batting really well. Leg spinners action. Getting the ball away and Vignesh taking full advantage of that. Beating the fielder at point. The fielder should have done better, but Vignesh had hit that powerfully, giving him very little time to react. So some credit to the batter there as well for that wonderful boundary on the offside. Played wonderfully again on the leg side. They've run through for a quick single. The fielder at square leg, not quick enough to stop that. I think with Vignesh batting, fielders are on the edge. That always opens the opportunity for a quick single. And credit to QUALCOMM that they've latched onto that opportunity whenever they've seen it. Let's take a quick look at the field for money. Mid-wicket inside the circle. Also a deep mid-wicket that's moved slightly squarer. The long on is very square. Long off, a deep cover point, and a square leg. So those were the 5 fielders out in the deep for money, bowling leg spin. So again, punched off the back foot towards the fielder at point. No run on offer. Interesting fielder, especially the square leg fielder who's standing very fine. It's interesting because it's a leg spinner who's bowling, so the ball is going away from the batter. Very difficult for the batter to hit that towards square leg. Full toss on that occasion. Bowler gets away with that. Single to end the over. A 107 for 2, 11 overs bowled. Vignesh batting on 53 of 27. Sarvesh has joined him, 8 of 10. Vignesh going for the big one, no timing on that one. Just a single towards deep long on. So very good phase of cricket this for Fugi Fighters because they've managed to put a lid on the scoring rate. Whole thing's tight. Kishore is in the attack. Kishore putting right arm over the wicket again. Bowling off spin, flighted it in the air. Just a single towards mid-wicket for Sarvesh. Square leg, mid-wicket, long on, long off, deep cover. Fit it in the air, straight towards long on. Will the fielder be able to catch it? Yes, he does! That's an incredible take! Vignesh can't believe what has happened there. The fielder ran across, just put out one arm and the ball just stuck there. That's Spider-Man for you. What a catch! Wonderful catching that on the boundary rope. Incredible piece of fielding. And Fugi Fighters, I dare say, are ahead now because Vignesh, the big man, has been dismissed for QUALCOMM. 54 of 29. When he hit that, he must have thought that he's got 6 runs. That was a phenomenal catch on the boundary rope. Let's take another look at that. He's hit it well. The ball is rising. It's going sailing almost beyond the boundary. The fielder runs around, just stretches his arm and catches that. 𝗙𝗂𝗃𝗏, the opening bowler for the team, showing phenomenal agility. Run around from long on, almost straight behind the bowler's head. Takes that catch with just the left hand outstretched. Take another look at that on the replay. See that, advanced, is hit it with power, with conviction. Ball is floating there on the stretch. He's managed to stick it in his mitts. Wonderful cricket this. 109 for 3 now. Money comes back. No ball called by the umpire. That ball had pitched outside the playing surface. So free hit. Bowled it slower outside the off stump. Batsman just placed that towards square leg for a single. $111 for 3. And last ball of the 12th over coming up. Punched off the back foot towards the cover region. Just a single to finish the over. Open the face of the bat, but straight to the fielder at point. No runs on offer. Money again bowling right arm over the wicket. Interesting leg spinner. Change in field comes up. I find that fascinating, really. I don't know why a leg spinner is having a fine leg on the boundary rope. It makes sense if that fielder was much squarer. There you go. Just helped it on its way. Beautiful batting. 4 easy runs for 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗏. Wonderfully played, this time on the offside. Just opening the face of the bat, helping the ball on its way. So superb batting from 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗏, swinging the momentum of the match again towards QUALCOMM with those 2 boundaries. 120 for 3 now. It's been that kind of game. Swings one way and then another. Quicker one into the stumps. That's nudged towards mid-wicket. Will they run a second? Yes, they will. In fact, there may be a chance for a third, but no, the batsmen decide against it. Banged it into the surface, but too far wide. The umpire stretches his arms. 123 for 3, 12.5 overs into the game. QUALCOMM will be targeting 200 now. It was well bowled by Money, getting the batsman to move back, but then floating it forward. Eventually nudges out a defense from him. On the pads, just nudged it towards the fielder at short fine leg for a single. Inside edge on the thigh pad on that occasion. Just a single on offer. Kishore picked up a wicket in his last over. We're feeling on top. But really, that was a wicket that belonged to that fielder, courtesy that brilliant catch on the boundary. Hits that towards the cover fielder, but no run on offer. Outside edge, taken by the wicketkeeper. Wonderful bowling there from Kishore, flighting the ball in the air, asking the batsman to do all the work. And Sarvesh on that occasion just got a little too early on that stroke, got the top edge, and the wicketkeeper does the business to finish the end of the game for Sarvesh. 20 of 20. 𝗍𝗏 takes the catch. 𝘃𝗶𝗃𝗏 gets his second wicket. Some Money feeling very confident, having picked up 2 wickets now. He's bowling to Kamal, who goes for the big one first up. Luckily for him, didn't hit it well enough. That landed short of the fielder. Just a single. Flighted again, just outside the off stump. Quick single. The bowler has kicked it away towards the short third man fielder. Interesting football kick. Money, maybe you should stick to bowling, not football. You're bowling it really, really well. 9 for 2 now. Last ball of the second over coming up. 125 of 13.5. That is well hit on the legs. The batsman capitalizing. Kamal is helping that ball on its way beyond the boundary rope. $130 for 4 in 14 overs. Projected score around 186. I think Qualcomm will be targeting at least 190, 195 basis the start that they had gotten. 99 for 1 at the end of 10 overs. 99 for 2, sorry, at the end of 10. So wide down the leg side. Good work by the wicketkeeper there to move across and stop that. 131 now for 4. Beautifully cut, waited on that ball, skimmed it beyond the third man and the point fielder. Wonderful batting again. So pure cricketing shot that. Not trying to overhit the ball at all. Just got on top of it. Played it delectably in that gap between third man and point for a boundary. 135 for 4, 14.1 overs. Santosh 7 of 5. Full toss on that occasion, gets the outside edge. The fielder at short third man not interested in a run out opportunity there. This time hit towards the long off fielder for a single. Beautifully bowled. Beat him outside the off stump. Avinash. Picked up 2 wickets for 20 runs. Wonderful spell there of bowling from Avinash. Looked like he'll take a wicket every ball. Just as you say that, he bowls a full toss. That's driven through the cover region for a single. In the end of the 15th over, the score moves to 138 for 4. Flighted outside the off stump. The batsman just punches it away for a quick 2. Oh, that's incredible running between the wickets. Incredible running, really. That should not have been 2. The fielder making the slightest fumble there. The non-striker alert to the opportunity of running back for the second run. That's brilliant from 𝗂𝗹𝗃𝗃. Bringing Santosh back on strike. Flighted outside the off stump towards the fielder at short fine leg. Another single. Asking a square leg, fine leg fielder to move a little squarer. Outside half of the bat, the fielder at point, fumbles it, rather parries it in the air and then takes it on the second attempt. A good result again for Kishore, who picks up his second wicket. Third wicket, sorry. So 5 wickets down now, QUALCOMM for 141. 𝗂𝗹𝗃𝗃, the batsman who's dismissed. Tried to hit that in the air. Prajwal taking the catch at point. Not getting enough of a contact on that one, Kamal. Just skimmed out of the outside edge to the fielder at point. Credit to him, parried it, but kept it in control. You can see that. Almost latched on it. Luckily for him, it bounced right back where he was. Kishore having picked 3 wickets now. No ball called again. Pitch of it outside the pitch. It's been an interesting spell from Kishore. He's taken 3 wickets, but he's bowled a couple of no balls and a few wides. 16 for 3 of his 2.3 overs. Wide again, for the free hit will continue. In the block hole, that was well bowled by Kishore, not giving the batsman any room to work with. Flighted in the air, giving it too much time. Batsman run through for a single towards short third man. This time he swatted it across the line towards the square leg region. Just a single. Starts off with the dot ball. QUALCOMM score has stagnated a little bit now, 146 in 16 overs. Just as we say that, the batsman goes for a big one. It's hit straight towards mid-wicket though, just a single. It's that kind of time in the innings where QUALCOMM are trying to go big, but unfortunately for them, they're not finding the boundary. FEUJI found a way to come back into this game. Hit that straight towards long off, again just a single. FEUJI will be very happy to concede these singles. It will mean that the scoring rate will stay low. They'll be able to restrict them to around 170. That'll be a model victory for FEUJI if they're able to do that. Slow one that time, drilled past the cover fielder. In fact, he's kicked it away. They run in for a second run, courtesy that kick. 2 runs added to the score. 150 comes up for QUALCOMM with that stroke. 150 up in the 17th over. 20 balls left in this innings now. Wide down the leg side. Good work from the wicketkeeper stopping that. Hit it over the cover fielder. Good shot that. The fielder had no chance. What an effort there on the field. Fantastic work to stop that. I'm sure we'll have to take another look at that just to confirm whether that was stopped. That if saved, that would have been 5 runs saved. Let's take a look at what happened there at long off. Was brilliantly fielded on the boundary rope. If you take another look at that on the replay, you can see that still inside the rope, lets it go before he crosses the boundary rope there, courtesy his momentum. So 5 runs saved in the field on that occasion. Wonderful work again. Fugi Fighters have done really well in the field today. 156 for 5, just 18 balls left in the innings. Kishore coming back to bowl his last over. Appeal for leg before. Umpire says out. Or not out. No, the umpire says no. Yeah, signal from the umpire that that was going down the leg. Full toss on the leg stump has been hit over the mid-wicket region for a 6. It didn't look like that came out of the middle of the bat, but had enough on it. What a hit that is, but once again I think that they've managed to pick the fielder. Oh, the fielder made a meal of that. That was a catching opportunity. Did not time that very well, Abhishek. But luckily for him, he picked probably the weakest fielder on the park. That burst through his arms. Bursting through his arms and going over the boundary rope. One bounce for 4 runs. This time over the fielder at covers. Wonderful shot again. So this is the big over that QUALCOMM was looking for. 3 back-to-back boundaries, 6 followed by 2 fours. 14 runs of the last 3 balls. Another full toss, another one that fit in the air. This time it's not timed very well. The fielder at mid-wicket takes a comfortable catch. The umpire wants to take a quick look at whether or not that ball was over the waist height. We'll take a look from the side-on angle. It was not over the waist. The batsman was bent, hit it in front of him. So that should have been put away again. A bad ball, but Kishore picks up his 4th wicket of the day. Superb performance this from Kishore. He's gone for 35 runs but picked up 4 wickets. Wickets is always the currency that a bowler wants to deal with in the game of cricket. 170 the score now, 170 for 5. 2 overs left to go in the game. 170 for 6, sorry. Abhishek scoring 24 runs for 14 balls. I think he's played a good hand for his team. It's important for QUALCOMM though that they keep the scoring rate going. They'll need to find a way to get another 20 runs in the next 2 overs. He's hit it on the front foot towards the mid-wicket fence. The fielder runs around, fumbles it, and that fumble gives them the 2nd run on that occasion. So Santosh moves on to 16 of 13. He's been joined by Bhaskar in the middle, who's yet to face a ball. Bhaskar once again played on the leg side, this time between the square leg and the mid-wicket fielder. Once again they run back for the 2nd run. This is good, intentful batting. Offside, just beat the short third man fielder. On.
Hello.
From Team QUALCOMM, Shivam, looks like your team is going well. Are you happy with the score that they've put on so far?
Yeah, we are looking for 10-15 more runs. Hopefully we'll get that.
Hopefully you'll get that, okay. Word on that knock from Vignesh up front. He was batting phenomenally
He played really well. And last match also he played like a good knock. and today also he was in good touch.
Yeah.
So hopefully in next few matches also he'll perform well.
It needed a catch like that to dismiss him today, right? He was batting phenomenally well. That was a
Yeah.
fantastic catch on the boundary rope. A word on that catch?
Like that was very good. It was good catch, but the fielder was also not sure that he will
Right.
take it.
Right, absolutely. Your trajectory so far in this tournament, QUALCOMM, I think you've lost one game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So what are you looking to attain in the rest of the games?
We are looking, like first we are looking to win this match. Then after that we'll perform in knockout, and like we are looking at the end, we are looking to finals only. So
All right. So what's the score that you have in mind? You said 15 runs, so that should take you to about 190?
oh yes, 190, 195.
190, 195. You think that'll be a comfortable score for you? Like you have the bowling to be able to defend that score
Yeah,
against
we
Fuji?
have that bowling that will be able to defend the score.
Okay. And you've seen the batters in the Fuji lineup. I know that @𝗏𝗏 likes to go big. You have a strategy against him?
We saw a profile in quick hires, and we are worried about that.
So what's the plan?
But, like I can't disclose the plan,
Okay.
but we have something for him.
Okay, all right. So let's hope that you come up with something. Last word quickly, Shivam, on the organizing. How do you like this tournament so far? The setup overall?
It's very good. It's very good. All the like staff and all the camera angles and everything is very nice. Like,
All right. Well, you enjoy the rest of the game. I hope that you have a good one.
have a nice day.
185 for 6, 19.2 overs into the game. He's launched that one straight over the long off fielder, who can't stop that. We've already seen them stop two phenomenal boundaries, but on that occasion, the fielder not able to stop that from going beyond the boundary rope. 191 now into the 190s. Can't blame the fielder that he tried really hard, leaped up, the ball hit his palm, but unfortunately for him landed beyond the boundary rope. Superb running there from the non-striker. An interesting choice by the batter firstly to let that one go. But the non-striker realized that the keeper had not collected it well and ran through for a single. So Bhaskar comes back on strike. Moves across, tries to hit that beyond the fine leg fielder. That was good improvisation, but unfortunately for him, just hit it straight to that fielder. Looks like that's Ramesh. Not sure if I can get his jersey name right, but number 54 looks like Ramesh. He's helped it on its way over the square leg region. The fielder is running around. Don't think he'll be able to stop the two. In fact, they'll run across for a third run. Aggressive running between the wickets. Suicidal running there, but you can't blame him. That's selfless cricket from Bhaskar, I think, or from Santosh. No, it was Bhaskar, I think. So the end of the innings, 196. 196 for 7 the score. I think that's a very, very good. .97 is the target. 196 on the board for QUALCOMM. Phenomenal batting performance this. Was a kind of knock where everybody contributed. Vignesh and Satyam up front, giving them a solid score, 54 and 40. Sarvesh came in the middle order, got good company from Santosh, 20 and 32 each. Abhishek in the end, 24 of 14 balls, giving the team the necessary impetus to take the score beyond the 196 score. So Fugi Fighters, when they come back, will be looking to chase almost 10 runs and over to win this game. It's never easy in T20 cricket to be able to do that right from the onset. But whether or not they're able to manage that, we'll find out in about 5 minutes' time. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the start of the second game. Second half of the second match between Fugi Fighters and QUALCOMM. Outside edge first ball. Think that's 𝗹𝗆 on strike who gets away with that. Lucky for him, the ball landing in no man's land. And on the bounce towards short third man, a run through for a single. 197 the target. 196 is what QUALCOMM managed to put together. He's launched into that. That's coming straight towards the media box. 6 beautiful runs to start off the innings for Srikanth. What confidence that takes. Wonderful stroke. Put 𝗵𝗆 away for 6. This time played it straight towards the long off fielder. The run through for a single. Outside half of the bat, the fielder at cover circling under it. Dropped it. How big is that moment going to be in this match? Because that was 𝗹𝗆 on strike. 𝗹𝗆 have had a phenomenal tournament. Think the fielder there had an opportunity to move back a few yards. He's drilled that one past the bowler towards long off for a single. So great start this to the innings already for Fugi Fighters. 11 for none. Couple of edgy strokes from 𝗹𝗆 to begin his innings. First the outside edge. Then that catching opportunity towards cover. But Srikanth on the other end hit a beautiful 6 to get his innings going. Oh, phenomenal bowling this. Play and a miss outside the off stump. How did that miss the off stump? The end of the first over, the score 11 for none. Santosh comes into the attack. 140 wickets in 120 games. Those are very good stats for Santosh. He's bowling to 𝗹𝗆. Defends that. Srikanth is looking very edgy out there. Wants a single, wants to get back the strike. But 𝗹𝗆 rightfully sending him back there. Down the leg side, some exercise for the umpire, stretching his arms, calling it a wide. 𝗹𝗆 advances, hits it past the fielder at mid-on. Glorious stroke that for his first boundary of the innings. Immense confidence in their own ability shown by these batters early on in the innings. They're not willing to give any respect to the bowlers. But fundamentally, 𝗍𝗏 and Srikanth are saying, if that you've got to earn your respect, we are not going to give it to you. You bowl a good ball, we'll defend it. But otherwise, don't expect anything from us because we are going to take it to you. The field right now, deep cover in position, deep long on in position. Everybody else is obviously inside the circle, deep mid-wicket running there. But there is no chance of catching up with that. The new ball travels quickly across the surface, across the turf. So 6 and 2 boundaries already in this innings. The score has moved on to 20. 20 for none in 9 balls. What a shot from 𝗍𝗏! What a shot! Staying put, just rocking back in the crease and launching it over long on for a phenomenal 6. So how much is that catch already hurting the QUALCOMM team? Remember, 𝗍𝗏 was dropped at covers earlier on, the first over. He's now batting on 18 of 7 with 2 boundaries and a 6 this over. Nudge towards the square leg region. 𝗍𝗏 is happy with a single. Outside half of the bat again, but enough bat on it that will take it beyond the point boundary. So wonderful start there for Fugi Fighters, 31 for none in 2 overs. Santosh going for 20 runs in his first over. Very, very expensive Santosh. Short ball, hit straight past, back the bowler. Didn't even look like he timed it well, but that was enough to take it beyond the boundary rope. This man packs a punch. When 𝗍𝗏 hits it, it stays hit. Score is rocketing past now, 35 already, 35 for none, just 2.1 overs into the game. You can already see the body language dropping, a few hands on the waists, the double pots coming out. A good piece of bowling that, coming back in. Roshan, 4 runs of his first 2 balls. And he's bowled him! Fantastic comeback there from Roshan. Slightly slower, slightly pulled his length back. And 𝗍𝗏, who had walked down the pitch, tried to play it across the line. No contact with that, losing his middle stump. What a fight that is for a fast bowler to see the middle stump flattened on the surface. So great comeback for Team QUALCOMM, picking up the big wicket of Azhar. 35 for 1 now, Fugi Fighters of 2.3 overs. Coming back, right arm over the wicket. Beautifully bowled. He's charging in now. Roshan generating from pace. Now 4 for 1 or 4. Anirudh, the new batter out there. Shrikant just running across to talk to Anirudh, giving him some words of wisdom. Just beats the outside edge again. This is phenomenal bowling from Roshan. He's charging in. You can see that his rhythm is up, his tail is up. Looks really excited and up for it. Change in field. The mid-wicket fielder moves across, maybe going towards the short cover region, and asking the fielder at cover to go towards slip. This is good pressure captaincy. Once again on a length, the batsman trying to hit that off the back foot towards square leg. No connection with that. The end of the over, just 4 runs conceded of that. The score moves on to 35 for 1. Dot ball to start this over. Sriram comes back into the attack from the other end. Wow! There should really be a change in the cricketing rules because shots like that deserve more than 6 runs. That's a phenomenal strike. If the ball is found, we'll need to bury it into the ground because that is long dead. What a shot. Incredible hit that. He hit the ball with animosity and venom. He hit it like he hated it. He hit it with all the frustration that you could think of. Wow, what a stroke. This time drilled past the cover fielder. The fielder in the deep does well to stop it at long off. Keeps it down to 2. So Srikanth is batting really well. 19 of just 7 balls faced. He's looking very confident. Outside half of the bat towards covers. A comfortable single. Punches it down towards long off. They run through for a single. An appeal for stumping. The umpire has raised his finger immediately. Phenomenal work by the wicket-keeper, standing up to the stumps against the pace bowler. And Anirudh is dismissed for not a 4. Just didn't get going today. We'll take a look at that replay. The batsman had advanced too far down the pitch. The keeper collected and dismissed the stumps. The batsman walked himself. Wonderful wicket keeping that. It's never easy standing up to the stumps. The new batsman who comes out there is 𝗭𝗵𝗃𝗃. 𝗭𝗵𝗃𝗃 joins Srikanth. Defended for a dot ball. Cut powerfully off the back foot to the fielder at deep covers. The throw comes in. Unfortunately not quick enough to inflict a run out there. 2 runs added. Once again in the deep towards the fielder at deep cover. Can't stop the second run from getting completed. So it's good aggressive running from Fugi Fighters. Beaten off the inside half of the bat. Keeper not able to get behind that one. Just a bye conceded. Down the leg side this time. Once again the keeper moves across but can't stop it completely, just paddles it. So one bonus run there. Hit it powerfully towards the fielder at deep cover. They're going to look for a second this time. No, they decide against it.
54. 5 overs, 54.
The score has moved on to 54 at the end of 5 overs for the loss of 2 wickets. So FEUJI will feel happy about the scoring rate, but they've lost 2 wickets. So QUALCOMM, I think at the moment will feel like they have just the upper hand. Maybe 55-45 in the favor of QUALCOMM at the moment this game. Outside the off stump, beaten. No runs on offer. Once again giving the batsman width. Batsman not able to capitalize. Just a single towards towards point. Wonderful shot that on the offside. Beats the fielder in the point boundary. This time played to the fielder, the deep cover boundary. Once again, can't stop the second run from going through. This time in the air, well over the fielder on the cover boundary, who signaled 6 long time before the ball had passed him. Wonderful batting this. Shiva now batting on 12 of 3. Anirudh 7 of 3. That time dot ball. In the end of 6 overs, the score has moved on to 60 for the loss of 2 wickets. Beautifully hit again. What a shot over square leg that was. Just helping the ball on its way, giving it time in the air. Once again, beat the fielder with ease, just on the bounce, beyond the boundary rope. Just a single towards the fielder. Shot third man. Wide also called by the umpire, so that's 1 bonus run to the score again. It's been an expensive over already. Just past the outside edge. 7 overs have been completed. The score has moved on to 82 for 2. A very expensive over that for the bowling team. 22 runs conceded. Left arm over the wicket, punched it just over the fielder at covers, running away towards the boundary, but the fielder at cover runs across, keeps it down to 2. 84 for 2 now. Daksh bowling in from left arm over the wicket. Just outside the off stump, the batsman is maybe looking for a wide there. Shiva, 15 of 8. Anirudh, 17 of 16. Beautifully picked over the square leg fielder. No chance for the fielder from mid-wicket to stop that. Another boundary. Runs are just flowing right now for the Fugi Fighters. Hit towards the fielder in the deep at covers. Once again running aggressively. 2 runs finished with ease. Wide down the leg side on that occasion. Just drilled to long off. Happy with the single on that occasion. Drilled again towards long off. This time the ball is racing along the turf. The fielder 𝗀𝗁𝗏 does well to stop that.
8 overs, 93. 93.
Power on. 14. Continue. Full on pace.
93.
93 for 2, 8 overs bowled, 104 more runs needed in 72 balls. Anirudh batting on 18 of 17, Shiva batting on 22 of 11. Wide again. Qualcomm struggling a little bit with the line and length. They've conceded a few runs in the last couple of overs. What a shot that is. Hit beautifully over the fielder at cover. This time the throw comes in, and once again can't stop the second. I think they need a fielder with a stronger arm in that location, because the ball has been peppered in that region again and again. Wonderful piece of wicket keeping again, brings in the second wicket. So 2 stumping dismissals. Is following the pattern. We saw the same happen in the first innings as well. 3 stumpings were inflicted by Sai Kumar. Now it's the turn of the wicketkeeper for Qualcomm to do the same. So 2 batsmen dismissed. Of the 3, both stumped. That was barring, of course, Azhar, who was bowled, who lost his mid-stump. 90 for 3 now, 8.4 overs bowled. This is anybody's match. Umpire, appeal again, and the umpire has raised his finger. The batsman has been found front of his stumps. The non-striker is not happy with that. Not sure if he's complaining about the decision or the fact that he's lost his non-striker. Be very interesting to take a look at that replay. Bowler is bowling from around the stump, so the ball needs to be pitching outside the off stump. Yes, it did. It was bang in front of middle. Absolutely no doubt about that. That was plumb. Take a closer look again. You can see that landing right in front of the stump, hitting him front of middle and off. There's only one way you can go when that has happened, and that's all the way back to the pavilion. snatched it towards the square leg fielder in the deep. Run through for a single.
Nine overs, 99 for 4. 99, 9 overs.
Rahul, bowler check. Power on. 14.
Play through the cover region. The fielder in the deep advances in. Once again, that fielder has been targeted all day today. They need to find a way to plug that gap. Score moves on to 99. In fact, that's the 100 up.
Bowler name, first ball, 2 runs.
So that's the 100 up for Fugi Fighters. That stroke. 101 for 4 of just 9.1 overs. They're doing well in terms of their run rate, but just lost a few wickets. In a full toss outside the off stump, going to the same fielder again. This time decide against a second. In the block hole, the batsman managed to dig it out towards mid-wicket for a single. Once again played towards mid-wicket this time. That's a run-out opportunity and I think it's taken. The batsman is disgusted. The non-striker who was batting so well, Shiva, has been dismissed for 26 or 14. That was catastrophic for the batting team. Shiva was looking really, really good in the middle. Was playing so well, middling everything. He loses his wicket on the non-striker's end. I don't think there was a single on there. It was hit too firmly straight to the fielder. There was no chance of a run there. The striker immediately called no, but the non-striker committed 2 forward. Looks back in disappointment, but really he has only himself to blame. Phenomenal work in the field, dismissing the batter. So half of their side has now been dismissed, Fugi Fighters. Hit that straight pass back the bowler towards the fielder at long off. They run through for a single. Played towards mid wicket for a single. Outside the off stump. Play and a miss. Outside edge, lobbed up in the air towards the fielder at short cover, who takes a comfortable catch. So 𝗍_𝗀 is dismissed, and Rajat picks up another wicket. Fugi Fighters way down the barrel now. QUALCOMM really have upped their game in the last few overs. That run out in the last over was extremely important.
Prajwal, new batsman.
An appeal there. The umpire says no. They run through for a single. That's hit past the bowler. Towards long on for a single. Long off this time, single again, ends the over. 11 overs bowled, just 108 for 6. Gaur now batting on 7 of 7 and Prajwal on 2 of 2. Tight second run there. Luckily for the batters, they made their crease in time. towards square leg. I think that'll be a comfortable 2. In fact, I think they may look for a 3rd. Or they decide against it, happy with 2. Played that towards mid wicket. Think he found the gap. Think the ball is going to race over the boundary rope. Wonderful stroke that. So Fugi Fighters are not going away anywhere. They want to fight it out till the end. Really, in terms of the run rate, I think they're pretty healthy. It's just too many wickets that they've lost at the moment. If they can find a way to stitch together a partnership, I think Fugi Fighters will come back into this game. Just overstepping there. We're taking a look at the action replay. It's marginal call, but definitely over the line. A free hit will accompany that no ball. The keeper has missed that. A disappointing result that for the bowling team. Should have stopped that, but instead concede 4 byes. An expensive over again. So Fugi Fighters managing to stay in this fight. QUALCOMM just need to find a way to keep things tight. And if they do, then they'll have the upper hand. At the moment, this is anybody's game for the taking. That's defended back to the bowler. Once again, just played back to the bowler. This is good bowling from Rajat, keeping things tight. Rajat steaming in from the highway end. This time is launched into it, straight towards mid wicket. The fielder makes a meal of a straightforward catching opportunity. That should have been wicket number 7 for QUALCOMM. Unfortunately for them, the fielder not able to hold on. Fugi are living dangerously. Outside edge. The fielder at short third man runs in, but can't take that catch on the full. A good effort, full mark for trying. Maybe he could have thrown in the dive there. He's launched into that one, heading straight towards the long on fielder. I think he overran that, but that ball going over his head for a beautiful six for Fugi Fighters. Again in the air, going towards the fielder at long on. Well over him. What a good shot that is. Back-to-back sixers. The batsman backing himself. And Rajat will be disappointed. How expensive will that catch turn out to be? He's dropped that catch at the mid-wicket fence, and after that the batsman has gone on to hit 2 sixers. Bhaskar now comes into the attack. Was an opportunity for a run out there. Definitely. The fielder at short cover, not able to collect the ball cleanly, and then also not able to throw it well to Abhishek. To Bhaskar rather. This is anybody's game now. Required run rate just 8.9 runs an over. 7 overs left. They are currently going at 10.33 an over. 61 needed of 41 balls. Fugi Fighters can manage to stitch a partnership here. Money launches into that one again. The fielder at long off. Long on rather comes around, takes a fantastic catch. And Money is dismissed. He throws away his bat in disgust. But nothing you can do. You played your hand, Money. You played it really well. But this time the catch on the boundary taken beautifully, just inches off the turf. Around the wicket, just a wide down the leg side. He's bowled him around his legs. What a fantastic piece of bowling that was. That looked like he was out with a plan because he targeted the leg stump, switched to around the wicket. The batsman moving too far across, exposing his leg stump and losing the leg bail. Phenomenal performance this from QUALCOMM. When Money was batting out there, it looked like anybody's game. But after his dismissal, one has to say that QUALCOMM now definitely have the upper hand here. The equation is not too difficult for the batting team, but they've lost too many wickets. '61 needed of 38 balls. Short third man, no run on offer.
Overs, 136,
61 runs needed now of 36 balls. Just over 10 runs and over needed to win this game for Fugi Fighters. QUALCOMM definitely the upper hand now with 2 wickets to go. Wide down the leg side again. An appeal for leg before, but that was pitching outside the leg stump for sure. By a quick to dismiss that, just a leg by. Well played on that occasion, just drilled it past the fielder at cover towards long off. Then run across for the second run. A 140 for 8, 14.2 overs. Kishore batting on 2. Prajwal batting on 7. Hit the pads again, they run through for a leg by towards fine leg. Inside edge that time. Once again towards the same fielder, but this time in the deep. 2 runs on offer. stroke down towards long off for the single. Last ball of the 15th over coming up now. Fuji must be wondering why they lost so many wickets. The target is within an eye shot. They could have made an effort for it towards the end if they had just managed to hold on to a few of their wickets. Unfortunately for them though, at the moment things looking dire. 15 overs gone, 5 overs left, 53 runs to get. Santosh comes back into the attack. Right arm over the wicket. Starts off with a shortish ball on the leg stump. That's punched towards the long on fielder for a single. Short ball on the length. Top edge. The wicketkeeper runs for Croft and takes a comfortable catch. That's the penultimate wicket of the innings lost. With that, the last batter for Fugi Fighters and the last hope comes out. Santosh picks up a wicket. 𝗵𝗺 takes that catch. And 𝘃𝗶𝗃𝗃 is dismissed for 2 of 6. Had a good day with the ball. 𝘃𝗶 picked up 4 wickets, but have nothing to show with the bat today. Just beats the inside edge of the bat. राहुल है ना बिल्कुल सामने आप. Outside edge. This time the keeper can't do anything to get his hands to that. 4 runs. Appeal for leg before. The umpire says no. Last ball of the 16th over coming up now. Punch down towards long off. The non-striker denies the single. So if the last 4 overs left in the game now. 48 runs needed for Fugi Fighters to win. In the ground, back to the bowler, no runs on offer. Play and miss outside the off stump. Outside edge again. This time the fielder at short third man makes a meal of that and concedes the second run. Once again, outside edge, once again goes to ground. Punched off the back foot towards long on, just for a single.
44 required. 3 overs, 44.
Last 3 overs of the game now, 44 runs to get.
Power on. 14. Okay. Bowler name away.
Heel for leg before, umpire says no again. This must be aggravating for the Qualcomm team. They know they have the match in the bag, but they're just going through their motions. Clear of his front leg, hits it towards long on. Just another single. Launches it this time over the mid-on region. Fielder at mid-wicket runs around, keeps it down to a single. Down the leg side, the umpire stretches his arms, called for the wide. $157 for 9. 14 balls left in this game. inside half of the bat. Fielder at fine leg running in. I don't think he'll stop the 2. Yes, he can't. 2 more runs added to the score. So 38 runs now needed. Once again hit on the pads, once again missing the stumps. Umpire says not out. The run through for a leg by. The end of the 18th over, the score has moved on to 160. 37 runs now needed of 2 overs for Fugi Fighters. Played almost inside the line of the ball. Lucky to get away with that. Full toss, and he scored a short third man, so that's the end of the game. Fugi Fighters missing out by 37 runs. 36 runs rather, because they needed 37 to win. And QUALCOMM have pulled off a magnificent victory. Wonderful performance from QUALCOMM. First with the bat, everybody nudging in. Vignesh up the order. And then a lot of support lower down the middle. And with the ball in hand, they consistently picked up wickets. Abhay with 1 wicket, Roshan with 1. Bhaskar, the star of the show, picking up 4 wickets. Rajat had 1 wicket. Vanua also got 1 wicket. Sathwik. But really, for Fugi Fighters, they had a few starts. Mani was looking really good when he was batting out there, 29 of 18. Azhar gave them a good start, 23 of 11. Srikanth, 20 of 9. Anirudh, 19 of 19. And Shiva, 26 of 14. Unfortunately, falling short in the end by 36 runs. QUALCOMM coming on top, winning this game. With this victory, QUALCOMM have moved to number 3 on the points table. So QUALCOMM now are tied with Dell in the second position, having won 3 matches. Wonderful game of cricket. We hope you enjoyed the pictures. That brings us to the end of the telecast of the second game. We'll see you shortly when the third match begins. Right, I have Kishore with me from the Fugi Fighters. Unfortunate result for you, Kishore. A word on your performance with the ball.
I mean, it's like, it's been a third game we are continuously lost the match. So we thought of restrict them, 160, 170. And there were a couple of catches dropped and easy runs in between. So still, we have a good batting lineup. There are 3 to 4 batsmen. I could, I believe, as a team, we're gonna chase. But Shiva's run out is turning point over there.
Right.
We didn't expect. It's there is no call from the non-striker batsman. So it cost the match. So
I actually thought that when even I think it was Money who was batting on the non-strikers end.
Yeah.
I think even when he was batting, I felt that you were still in with a chance because the required run rate at that time was not too high. You were chasing only around 9 runs and over.
Correct.
The problem was I think you lost too many wickets in the middle.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, so there are very few players regularly they used to play with the white ball. The rest are a tennis ball or they do not and touch. So still we are coming to practice here. We'll come back next match.
Right.
Hopefully.
4 wickets today with the ball. A word on your own performance. How did you feel with the ball in hand?
Yeah, it's in other grounds I used to get every match 2 to 3 wickets continuously, but in MVL I was pissed off because there's no spin, no turn and all. I mean, I'm not blaming the pitch. So my style of bowling it's go on a loop on fly balls, but it doesn't work here. But today luckily it got worked.
Yeah, generally what I've noticed on this pitch is when you flight the ball, you're generally in business. I saw that you were flighting the ball very well today, and I think that's what got you in the game. The first wicket that you got, that was one hell of a catch on the boundary rope.
Yeah.
What a catch that was.
Yeah,
A word on that catch.
It's amazing fielder, Shiva. So yeah, it's a
𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃,
fantastic catch.
right?
𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃. Yeah, it's a brilliant catch.
I
So I
think
was set up for one batsman. I don't remember. I mean, it's the point our guy Prajwal took that catch. It's perfectly set up that.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
expecting. It's he's waiting for the slow balls, but it was a little quicker.
yeah, I noticed that, and I think that catch was also taken on the rebound, right?
Correct,
Like it bounced off his fingers and then he caught
Exactly.
it again. Yeah, I think that was well set up as well. I think sometime in the future in cricket, there will be a new rule that will come in where it will say this is a fielder's wicket. I dare say that first catch that was taken, that should have been the fielder's wicket. Do you agree with me on that?
No, not at all.
All right.
Yeah.
So what does the tournament mean for you from here? What's the path forward?
I mean, so I know Venkat and I know MVL. It's been it's not 1 or 2 seasons. I've been played almost 10 seasons. Not corporate. It's
Mixed
some
corporate, pure corporate, everything.
Yeah, it's team. Our guys are a little interest in playing cricket, so we form a team, and we had a couple of guys from my Predators team, Azir and all. So I know him from last 6 years. So
Right.
we had him, and he's been with us. So looking forward, probably next season, or we'll become a good team.
Okay, awesome. Last quick question on the organization. How do you like the ground, the overall facilities that have been provided?
Perfect. There is no question on it. It's one of the best tournament. Be it umpires on timings, live video and third umpire calls. Everything is fantastic. And the biggest challenge, if you play here, if you go outside, you don't find this kind of tournaments. You'll frustrate
Right,
because it's not on time,
Right.
and there is no proper umpiring and all.
right.
So yeah, it's quality.
Right, that's music to my ears, sir. Congratulations again on a good performance and hard luck. All the best for the next one.
Thank you.
Okay, I have Bhaskar with me, the champion today, 4 wickets. What a performance. What a game we had. I thought the momentum in the game kept shifting from one end to the other. I think Fugi Fighters did have a few chances. What was your take on the game?
No, I always knew that it was going to get tough. So even though we had 196 on the board, we were not taking it easily because we knew Azhar Ali, Shiva, these guys can take the game away in a very quick span of time, and we did see that initial 2 overs went for 35,
Right.
and then we always had to peg our way back into the game. So
Right.
we always knew that it was never going to get easy, but yeah, thankfully we got his wicket, and then from there we kept chipping away.
Yeah. A word on the wicket-keeper. 2 very good stumpings today.
Yeah.
What's it that makes it so easy for him to do it?
Yeah, so basically he's a young budding player, fresh into the team. I think it's just his young energy that is, leading to all of that. And good that he's getting up at the right time.
Right.
He's doing his basics
Rising
right.
with the ball.
Correct. He's doing his basics right with the wicket keeping, I would say.
Awesome, that's good to hear. What's your favorite pick of the 4 wickets that you picked today? Which one was your favorite?
I'll need to recollect. I think the one that I balled around the legs.
Around the
because
legs,
there were
right.
a few wides that were just missing the leg stump by a bit. And I think, I was happy to see that leg stump get hit.
Yeah, I thought as well, I was commentating, it was phenomenally set up because you chose to bowl around the wicket, so you were targeting that line, the batsman was moving across, so I thought that was well done. I personally thought that would have been your pick as well, so congratulations on that. Now 3 victories out of 4 games for you. I think you are well placed, depends obviously what happens in the next game, but you are very well placed to finish between the top 2 teams this tournament. So, so what's the atmosphere like within the camp?
Not thinking too much far ahead from the in the tournament. We would like to win the last game against Dr. Reddy's as well, and then we would see where we stand, and then we'll strategize as to how to go forward.
All right. So congratulations again, Bhaskar, on a brilliant performance today. All the best for the next game.
Thank you very much.